The king is back. What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. Yes, Pokemon Duel. And listen, there is a lot that we need to discuss right now. Like, for one, why am I using my mic? Like, why am I holding it around like this? Well, that's because we have the old setup. Well, I'm using my PC. The problem is I don't have my scissor, and I don't know how to attach my mic into this. Like, I don't know how it goes. I think I have a piece right here, and I think this piece right here needs to unscrew, but I don't have a tool to unscrew it. That way it sits on the stand, and then I can have this here on the stand. But we just came back in town. We were in Southeast Asia. I know I spent a lot of time traveling, but I want to provide some content for you guys. We're going to be doing some videos. Now, I do want to stream. I spent all day trying to figure out how I could stream, but the problem is the downstairs is not finished, okay? So I cannot go downstairs, and that's where the Wi-Fi is the strongest. I'm upstairs, and the Wi-Fi is absolutely terrible. So how I'm actually recording this video right now, like, I'm using my Mac to record the screen, and then I'm gonna have to put it on this USB, and then I'm gonna have to transfer it over to my PC because I try using my air server, and it is so laggy. It does not work. It's very embarrassing. And you should see my setup right now. I'm like in between the bed, and I'm like sitting on some like, here, let me just show you. I'm sitting on some pillows, and there's McKenna sleeping in the back. By the way, our jet lag is so bad. We've been back for a day. I woke up today, or I guess yesterday, at 10:30 p.m. and I've been awake this entire time. It is now 3:30. So just to catch you guys up, that's what's been going on. But let's jump into today's episode. It's gonna be featuring the King Shuppet. Now, the last couple of videos I was doing consistently, we went through some OG decks like the Reuniclus deck, the God, I can't even think, the Square deck, you know, like all the old school decks, the 2017 meta deck. Well, since this month is September, it was my birthday about 2 weeks ago. I wanted to feature a deck featuring all of my favorite figures. And you guys will notice that Zoro is not on here. And the reason being is because they nerfed Zoro. Like, I wanted to make a deck specifically featuring Shuppet. I wanted to have a Shuppet. I actually wanted to have double Zoro, but we can't use Zoro because of, like I said, it's nerfed. So this is the deck that we brought. You know, we brought in Vibrava. Vibrava to me is my favorite goalie because of its ability and because of the the ground Z move. Lucario, Mega Lucario. Mega Lucario has the sweetest design in Pokemon Duel, and it is one of the best figures. Like, the Aura Sphere, the 2-star Aura Sphere is so clean, and the fact that it can't be KO'd by Gold Lucario is such a staple since the beginning of time. Aerodactyl, Mega Aerodactyl. You guys know I love Aerodactyl because of the Sky Drop. Aegislash. Now, I know I give people a lot of shit for using the Alakazam because it's a coward figure. Although I am rocking the Aegislash, it does attack from range. But listen, it's a you kind of need this thing when you're going up against the meta now, the Garchomps and the Dialgas and Palkias. You kind of need Aegislash. I think Aegislash checks them all. You guys know Mew. Mew is definitely one of my favorite figures. The Shuttle Flip, I will still run this until the game is over. Like, and we actually have about a month and a half. So I told you guys this before. We're gonna ride this until the wheels fall off, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. And then the one and only Shuppet, we have Shuppet into the full evolution. So enough of ranting. Let's jump into the actual matches. All right, guys. In this, okay, I don't know how I'm just gonna be holding my phone in one hand, holding the mic in the other hand. Let's see if we can do this. But going against my opponent, look at what they have, man. They have double Garchomp, Chain 10 level 10. They have the Gabite, Chain 10 level 10. They also have the Dialga, what is this, Chain 2 level 10. Like, this man has all the figures: Onyx into Steelix and Type Null into the Silvally. Why do you have the Type Null? Like, I mean, I understand its ability where it can get KO'd by the double edge, but I don't think it, like, nobody runs Ultra Beast. Isn't that what the Silvally does, like, once it evolves? This Pokemon may, when this Pokemon moves to the field or appears as an evolution, choose one Pokemon on the field. While this Pokemon is on the field, this Pokemon types become Wait a minute. So, yeah. Oh, wait. This Pokemon cannot be... I don't understand why they run the form change. I don't necessarily get it. But they got Long Throw, Metal Coat, Rocky Helmet, Air Balloon, Golden Sphere, which is an annoying plate. And look at that triple Garchomp, Mega Garchomp. And we are rocking this Shuppet. So there are two things that I love to do with Shuppet. And I'll let you guys, please let me know in the comments below what you think they are. We will be answering them as the video progresses. But there's two primary things with the Shuppet. So let's see how this match unfolds. And we're going up against Thanks for Game. I mean, my name is a sad face because I'm sad. And I'm assuming they're sad as well because they're saying thanks for the game. And this is one of the most incredible games that I've ever been addicted to in my life. And it will never be forgotten. So anyway... They're going to open up Dialga, and I decided to rush here with the Aerodactyl. Now, typically what I would do, just to see what they're doing, I would bring on the Mew right here, and you guys already know they would most, well, I wouldn't say they would most. If they did challenge me, we would Air Balloon, but they are being defensive here, so what I, wow. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. We safely take the entry point. I was like, I thought I made a mistake there. But he brings on the Gabite. We're going to bring up our Lucario. It looks like they're just going to set up with their Garchomps. And we're going to set up the Shuppet wall. That is one of the things, but not one of the things that I'm looking for. But we always set up the Shuppet wall. Now I see him advancing here with the Garchomp. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a surround here. And we're going to change forms. But I forgot it moves a step away, not necessarily behind me. So he's able to move right next to me. But I'm like, okay, that's fine. So now what we're going to do is we are going to change forms. And I think I attack here. Yeah, I attack here, threatening surround. I mean, I have the odds, like, they're okay, and I got a fortunate roll there, so I'm like, all right, let's go. Get this thing out of here. And now he's going to Metal Coat. And since he Metal Coats, I mean, he is fearing my Aegislash. So I agree with the play, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack anyways. And because he does have purple, we do have, I mean, the odds are not the greatest, but we have a shot. But we don't get it, and he just moves closer and doesn't attack, and I'm like, okay. If I were you, I think I would have attacked. I think I would have risked it, but he allows me to change forms and go back. But now what he's going to do is he's going to come at me, and this is one of the classic things we do with the Shuppet, and it is the swap spot Shuppet surround, and my opponent gets mad. He's going to Revenge Max Revive and attack me, and dude, he almost had a miss. Oh, dude, that would have been so great, but unfortunately we lose Shuppet there. GG boys with Shuppet. But what we're going to do next, they're going to Golden Sphere, and this thing is going to be annoying once he Megas. But what we're going to do is we're going to Air Balloon. And the reason why we're going to Air Balloon is because my Z gauge is up. And we have the ground Z move, and we are going to ground Z move with the Vibrava onto the Garchomp. And that's either going to surround the Garchomp or it is going to KO the Garchomp. I mean, unless the Garchomp Megas here, but even if he does Mega here, it's not going to save him. But he's going to attack me with this Garchomp, and this Garchomp lands a miss. And I was like, I mean, I kind of didn't want him to land the miss because I don't know. I attacked Tectonic Rage here anyways to get rid of both Garchomps. But when I did this, I was like, wait a minute, he's going to get his Steelix back, and Steelix is going to be able to get back onto the board, even if I have the entry point still. So I wasn't too fond there. Like, I would have preferred to land the Sky Drop, make the Garchomp gain weight, and then Z move there. That's what I would have preferred. But regardless, we do get rid of two Garchomps. So now my opponent is going to Tectonic Rage. I knew it was coming. I knew we were going to lose our Lucario here, and he gets the full evolution. Well, I'm saying full evolution, but he gets the evolution from the Gabite. So we have a Garchomp with a 3-star double flight. Yeah, 3-star double flight. So what I have to do here is I have to be defensive because I know it has its Mega. I know it can make my gold disappear. I mean, my blue disappear. So he's going to come here, and what we're going to do is we are going to surround the gold just to protect us. And now what we're going to do is we're going to max revive here, bring on our Lucario. And my opponent brings up the type null, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I was threatening with the Lucario, but because he does that, like, this is the only play to make. And we're going to attack here and get the Aura Sphere on the double edge. And I was like, man. But my opponent here, he attacks with the Steelix. And I was like, it feels like he had no regard to, like, protect the goal. Like, I don't know. I think I would have, like, attacked Garchomp. I think I would have Mega Garchomp there, but instead he wastes a turn. And of course I get a dodge here, but, like, we DC here because we want to get rid of this type null. And we do get the bullet punch. And now he's pretty much, that's pretty much GG boys here. He attacks here. He does have the Rock Polish. He can KO me, but he hits the Rock Polish one more time. So now we have one more DC. And we're going to go after this Dialga. Man, these Dialgos and Palkias are super annoying. Wait until you guys see the next match. But we DC here. And, of course, I wouldn't say of course. I mean, pretty good odds there. Dude, okay, let's actually talk about these figures. I do not like Dialga or Palkia. I do not like their will whatsoever. It's very conflicting because you have Aura Sphere. Aura Sphere is such a great attack, but you also have the 4D drive, kind of like the Sunstrike Steel or Sun Steel Strike, whatever it is. But it's too conflicting. It's like, what do you want to move up? When you have 3 like multi-purpose wheels, I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. There's something else I didn't like about it, but I can't think of it right now. But regardless, we cannot win because we have a Mega Lucario in the PC, so I can't Mega here. So my opponent, is what they're going to do is they're going to long throw. I agree with the play here, but do I tech? Yeah, I Tectonic Rage here just so we can seal the entry point the following turn. Get rid of the Steelix, dude. Vibrava's putting in work, but thanks for the game, my man. For some reason, does not want to cover goals, so we're going to Mega Aerodactyl here, and that is GG, boys, to thanks for game. Now let's jump into the second and final match. All right, guys, in this second match, like I said in the first match, wait until you see this match. We are, look at this. We are going up against double Dialga, double Palkia. Oh yeah, and here's another reason why. Like when you level these things up, it's like, what do you want to put everything into? I mean, kind of like with Z moves in the game, you kind of always want to do like what's survivability, and it's typically the purple. So the fact that they're actually leveling up, there's these Pokemon to level 10, these figures to level 10, and they're putting everything into the 4D drive, which I mean I agree with because it sends them to the PC, and these things can't necessarily get KO'd. I mean, they either go back to the entry point if it's open, or it's your turn after the turn. But it's like, okay, do I want to increase the 4D drive, which is a gold, which is survivability against purples, or do I want to increase the Aura Sphere, which is a purple? Did I say gold on 4D drive? But Aura Sphere is a purple, which is survivability against white attacks. It's just too conflicting. Like, I want something that's a for sure thing. Like, all right, we should totally do this instead of this. So that's why I don't like it. It's just, there's too much. There's really not that much thought, but to me, there's too much thought. But ARU, double Palkia, double Dialga. They do have the Celebi and the Dawn Wings. I think they're rocking the Ultra. No, they're not rocking Ultra. Wow. Gold Block and Long Throw. I don't like having both of those. I don't think I ever run both of those plates together, and I don't like the fact that they have it as well. X-Speed, I like the X-Speed just for these 4 figures. I mean, it's really good. I mean, even for Celebi. But these 4 I do not like at all, and then the air balloon primarily for either of these. But okay, let's see. You guys will see what happens in this match. It features the other thing that Shuppet likes to do, but what we're gonna do, we are gonna pull what Regal likes to do, and he's going to attack here. A great attack. I mean, he hits the roll too. He gets the 40 drive, and I'm like, really, man, I'm about to end you right here with a shuttle flip. But we're gonna take the entry point with Shuppet, making them cover up. I mean, he didn't want to risk it, so we're gonna bring on the Aerodactyl to threaten Surround if he wants to move up, but he doesn't. And then we have Aegislash. Like I said, Aegislash checks this entire team. So we're gonna first get rid of the Celebi, change forms, and we do get the Shadow Sneak on the first try. I was like, wow, I was expecting to get King Shield, but whatever, we'll take it. So he's gonna bring up the Dialga, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch forms. I want to protect my Shuppet. I don't want Shuppet to get KO'd just yet. Actually, I don't want him to ever get KO'd. But now what we're going to do is we're going to move forward, and we're going to attack the Dawn Wings. Get rid of Dawn Wings' ability, even though I wanted to get rid of the... Well, I couldn't really get rid of the Dialga because... Well, I mean the Palkias because of its ability. But Dialga, we could have got rid of Dialga. We have pretty decent odds. I mean, take a look. I'm hitting for 140. Oh, dude, I was so salty here. I mean, he has good odds. He definitely has better odds of getting this roll, but I was so salty that he got this roll. But I mean, Aegislash, this gold, I'm hitting for 140. I completely, like, 67-ish%, 60+%. Great odds of getting rid of the Palkia and the Dialga because I outdamage the 4D drive, and the Aura Sphere is a purple. So, but we get KO'd. I'm definitely going to max revive here because, like I said, this is win condition. Aegislash gets rid of everything here. But he's going to attack here. I'm like, no, he's getting rid of Shuppet. But Shuppet hits the whiz, they get the miss. And if you guys have commented this below, it is the 1-2 punch. What I loved happening when I was running Shuppet was landing the wisp. They are now burned. Part of their wheel is a miss. Now look at this wheel. They are going to have a giant miss, and then Shuppet gets the Nightshade in the miss, the 1-2 punch. So let's continue on. I'm going to change forms here, and I'm going to... I don't agree. This was a bad play by me. I totally forgot about Palkia's ability, but we're going to attack here, and we do get the King Shield. And once that happened, I was like, oh yeah, the entry point is not taken. So we got to make sure we take that entry point. So this thing is completely gone. So he moves up this diagonal. I'm like, perfect. We're going to move up the Lucario. We're going to Mega and attack, but he max revives here, and he doesn't come on the board. He's going to stay on the bench, and the reason being is because he has the long throw. So he's baiting me to do this, and I'm like, all right. First of all, he attacks here, and let's go. The 1-2 punch, we complete it. He lands the miss, but he goes right back to the entry point, and he's now not burnt, no longer burnt. So we made a mistake with the Aegislash early on, but we're gonna take the evolution here. So what I decided to do is, because he didn't take the entry point, because he was baiting me to baiting me to take the entry point, and then he's gonna long throw, I was like, okay, I'm gonna Mega here. And then what I'm gonna do is I have double DCs in the back, so I'm definitely gonna utilize these. So now what my opponent is going to do is they're going to, or no, it allows me, because of what happened, it allows me to change forms and attack this Palkia because there are no entry points available, and he does get the 4D drive, and we do land the Shadow Sneak, so that Palkia is gone. And now he's gonna Hydro or whatever the Z move, and I'm like, I don't necessarily agree with this. I mean, it does confuse me, but what it also does is it allows this lane open for my Lucario to attack and get rid of. Well, we have a DC here. We have win conditions here. So what we're gonna try to do here is we're gonna try to Aura Sphere, and when we Aura Sphere, we want to get rid of the Dawn Ring. So we DC here, and we get the Aura Sphere on the Aura Sphere, 2-star Aura Sphere. Let's go. And now we're gonna get rid of the Dawn Wings, and then my opponent makes a great play here with the Gold Block, because I would have just attacked the Dawn or the Dialga again, but because we have one turn of Mega, because we have one more DC, we are definitely going to take that chance, and we are going to DC here, and we're going to go for another Aura Sphere, and we get it, and we're going to get rid of the goalie. Let's go. Things are looking very good for me, but for some reason, my opponent here makes a crucial mistake, and they tried to Air Balloon when I have Aerodactyl on the board, and that is already GG, boys. There is nothing my opponent can do here because I have win conditions. I have the Bayonet, Mega Bayonet. We have the Air Balloon, Lucario. So like I said, we had win conditions. So what my opponent should have done, he should have just covered goal. Should have just covered goal with Dialga. What was I going to do? Z-move it? I mean, we would risk it hitting the 4D drive, and then he could have, well, he couldn't have Air Balloon, but I don't know. Cover goal. I mean, we could have Z-moved, and he could have hit Aura Sphere. I don't agree. I don't like the Air Balloon play at all, because even if he does Air Balloon, if I didn't have Aerodactyl, or say Aerodactyl didn't have that ability, I would have Mega'd with Aerodactyl and taken the entry point here, and I still would have been in a good position, or I could have Mega'd with Bayonet. I had options. I don't agree with the play, my friend. ARU, I don't agree with the play, and that is why it is GG, boys, and we're going to take this opportunity. We're going to Mega Bayonet here. We're going to fully evolve Mega Bayonet from Shuppet, and we're going to take the goal with the Bayonet. GG, boys. But all right, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Pokemon Duel. I'm in town for like 6 days, and then I'm gone for another 2 weeks, and then I'll be home for like a solid 2 weeks, and hopefully the downstairs will be complete. I want to stream. I want to stream Pokemon Masters. I want to, you know, do some co-op, but there's no way I can stream. Like the Wi-Fi is just too terrible. Like the basement needs to be finished, and I need to be downstairs. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, peace.